A German general pretended to shake hands with a wounded soldier, but the soldier had no right hand. The general gave an awkward smile and offered his left hand instead. But the soldier didn't have a left hand either, so he raised his right foot. The general turned away with a stiff face and walked off. Then the general approached a veteran and continued his fake concern, asking about his condition. But the veteran didn't want to talk to him. Just as the general was about to get angry, a nurse quickly helped the veteran put on his uniform, revealing the Iron Cross medal. The general saw the medal and had no choice but to leave in embarrassment. At the time, the military had ordered that 63% of the wounded had to return to the front lines within 3 days. As soon as the veteran's arm healed, he was loaded onto a truck heading back to the battlefield. The truck rolled over the bodies of fallen soldiers as it carried the veteran forward. The veteran returned to the German camp, where an old friend introduced him to the new combat unit. But just after he finished the registration process, Soviet warplanes attacked. The Soviets dropped more bombs on the German camp. The veteran immediately ran outside to take cover, while the inexperienced new soldier froze in place. The German troops quickly rushed into the air raid shelter. Those who didn't make it to the air raid shelter were all killed in the bombing. So, after the Soviet army finished bombing and left, the veteran returned to the assigned barracks. The room that had just held 100 soldiers now had only one survivor. The T-34 tanks began their attack, and the German soldiers rushed into air raid shelters. A T-34 tank immediately opened fire and destroyed a German bunker. The Soviets pushed forward quickly, forcing the Germans to stay down in their trenches. The Germans set up mortars to fight back, but they couldn't stop the T-34's assault. The veteran rushed over carrying the mine and threw it straight into the T-34's tracks. As the tank moved again, the mine exploded, instantly turning the T-34 into wreckage. But then, even more T-34s charged into the battlefield. The Germans couldn't hold them off and had to retreat into a tunnel. The tunnel's exit led to a factory, and the veteran quickly ordered his comrades to set up a defense there. As soon as Soviet infantry stormed into the factory, they were caught in a German ambush. The Soviets were forced to retreat. However, the sound of gunfire from the factory drew the attention of a nearby T-34. The tank fired and blew a hole in the outer wall of the factory. Then it crashed through the wall and rolled inside, ready to clear out any German soldiers. At that moment, the veteran threw a grenade. It blew up the tank's tracks, disabling its movement. The tank prepared to fire its machine guns instead. The veteran quickly slipped back into the tunnel, narrowly escaping the T-34's counterattack.